it's Keegan. I'm the Balanced Nomad, and today this one is just for you backpackers because I know that your neck and back is killing. Because when I was in my backpacking journey, the travel days were rough. My back was killing. I was a broke backpacker. I did not have money to be getting massages all the time unless I was in Thailand, but that's a different story. So we're gonna go through a neck back release so you can feel a bit better and not have to spend any money to get someone else to fix your body because you have the power to do it yourself. So just starting, we're gonna find a comfortable position here. We can shut down the eyes. We'll just take a few breaths just to center us here. And we can blink open the eyes and bring right ear over to the right shoulder. Coming back to center and bringing the left ear over to the left shoulder. And just going back and forth with this movement here. Feeling a nice stretch on the side of the neck here. And we can begin looking over the shoulder. So looking over the right shoulder and then looking over the left shoulder. And once you're back at center, we'll just find some circles. Taking them nice and slow. Might be some cracks or little pops. As long as there's no pain, it's totally fine. And you can move in the opposite direction. And you can come back to center here. We're just gonna find some side bends. So inhaling up to center, and we bring the left palm to the mat, either staying here or coming to the elbow, just looking up. Feeling a nice opening on the side body, just moving in the opposite direction. And we'll just move a little bit here, going back and forth each side. And we can come back to center. We're just gonna take a few shoulder rolls. So first, just moving back. Trying to make these as big as we can. And we can take these in the opposite direction. And we can come back to center here. We're just gonna take a few easy twists to start with. Inhaling up, exhaling, bringing left hand to the right knee and looking over the right shoulder. Inhale brings you to center, and an exhale brings you in the opposite direction. And just finding these twists a few more times. And we can release. We're just gonna find an all fours position. And we're gonna move through some cat-cows. So on an inhale, looking up, pressing shoulder blades up. Exhaling into cat, pushing down. Inhaling to cow. And exhaling into cat. Just taking a few more rounds, just moving at your own pace here. And you can come back to center, finding a neutral spine. We're going to walk into a puppy pose. So walking forward with the front hands. Two options when we go into this position. Either can take chin or forehead to the mat. Chin's going to be a lot more intense. So you can always just bring the forehead down. Or if you feel like you have the space available for it, trying to bring the chest and the chin down to the mat to the best of your ability. We'll just be here for a few breaths. And you can slowly bring your head up. We're actually going to move right back down here and come into a Sphinx position. Trying to keep elbows roughly underneath the shoulders, hands out straight and looking forward. Trying to feel a nice lift in the front of the chest here. And we can straighten up the arms coming into seal pose. If there's any pain in the lower back, just come back down. But if you're feeling nice and open here, you can maybe lift up the chin, feeling a nice opening in the front side of the body. And you can release elbows back down. Moving back into our tabletop pose. We're going to come into thread the needle from here. First, lifting up the right arm straight and threading it through, bringing the right shoulder onto the mat. We have a few options with the hand. Can either keep it planted here, straight above the head, or tucked behind the back. So whatever feels best for you here. Feeling a nice twist and opening in the chest. And we can release, just bringing the left hand back to the side if you had it above your head. And inhaling, just finding a big stretch, feeling if you have a bit more space here after thread the needle. And just moving to the opposite side, extending left arm up overhead and threading it through, bringing left shoulder to the mat. Choosing your option with the hand, either above, pressed into the mat, or behind your back. Just try to keep your hips square and not super pressed out to the right side, but still remain pretty straight. And you can release out of this posture, just lifting up, feeling the nice extension. And we can slowly move into a seated position here. We're first going to extend the left leg out straight, keeping the right leg bent, breathing and bringing the left arm up straight, and crossing over, hooking the left elbow to the top of the right knee, and we look over our right shoulder coming into a twist here. And we can release out of this posture, just finding it on the opposite side. So this time extending right leg, bending into the left, and hooking that right elbow onto the top of the left knee and looking over our left shoulder. And releasing out of this pose, we can come onto our back here. We're gonna find a little bridge pose, keeping heels underneath the knees and linking up the hands here. So grabbing the hands and bringing the shoulder blades underneath will create a nice stretch in the front of the chest here. And remembering to stay strong in the legs and flexing the glutes to stay up. And we can slowly release out of this pose, moving shoulders first, and then rolling down with the spine. And lastly, we're just gonna find some spinal twists. So you can bring the right knee in towards the chest and bring it over to the left side. Straightening the right arm, remembering to keep the right shoulder blade glued to the mat and bringing our gaze to our right fingertips. And we can slowly come back to center, just squeezing right knee in towards the chest. And finding the twist on the opposite side, bringing left knee in towards the chest and pulling it to the right side, looking over our left shoulder blade and keeping it pressed into the mat. Gaze is to the left fingertips. And slowly coming back to center, squeezing the left knee in. And we can bring up the right knee as well. Just hugging our legs in here, creating a little ball. And we can slowly start to roll up. We can roll a few times just to massage out the spine. And finally coming to the center of the mat to close out our practice. Taking any final shoulder rolls or movements with the neck that feel good. A deep inhale and a deep exhale. And bowing forward. Namaste. Thanks so much to all my backpackers who joined this class. If you want more travel-related yoga videos, you can subscribe to me here on Balanced Nomad and check out my blog, Balanced Nomad. I write lots of articles for solo travelers, backpackers, and yoga practitioners, so you can check it out there. I'll see you next time.